Hey everyone, Zach Tucker here. We are out at Bishop McGuinness High School getting you ready for our Carolina Classic Fair Friday Night Rivals Game of the Week presented by My 48. This week we have Bishop McGuinness versus Providence Grove. We're joined now by Villains head coach, Coach Holcomb. And Coach, just kind of take us through about how you think your team's done so far this season.
Well, you know, we're in week 3, but we've only had 1 week, so we've had 1 game to prepare. We've had a good off season and a good couple weeks of practice, so we're excited about the opportunity to you know, put our team on display a little bit for the local viewing audience.
Yeah, and as you mentioned, the season is still pretty young, but how important is it to start off the season on the right foot?
Well, we started off pretty well last week. We want to make sure we continue that momentum. Obviously, our goal is to win our conference and make a deep run in the playoffs. So that starts now with gaining confidence and figuring out what we're good at. So we're excited about the opportunity.
Now, the game this Friday will be broadcast all over the Piedmont-Triad on My 48. Tell me a little bit about your program and some of the stars that we can expect to see.
Well, we're a pretty senior-heavy team this year. Alex Waterfield, Heath Ropko, Isaac Ross, those kids are kind of names that have been around here for a while. We're excited about those. Patrick and Nick Graves, Aiden Martin. We've got some linemen, you know, I'm going to leave people out, but we've got some linemen that have been a big part of what we're doing. So we're excited about where the program's headed. Had a pretty good year last year and just hoping to build off that.
Now that we know a little bit about your team, tell me a little bit about the Patriots.
Providence Grove is a tough team, well coached. Their staff does a good job. It was a great game last year. It came down to the last minute. They've made some scheme changes offensively and do some things a little bit different than last year, but their kicking game is outstanding, one of the best you're going to see around here too. So special teams is important, but we're looking forward to the opportunity.
We had Bishop McGuinness on as one of our games of the week last season, and you know, how big of an opportunity is it to your program as a whole, you know, to be featured on FNR?
Well, it's nice for our school. It's nice for our program to kind of show where we're at. We did not do a great job last year of representing our program on that game, so we're looking forward to another opportunity this year. But I think it just says a lot about our school and the opportunity that our school provides for kids to be here, and a little bit about our program too.
Yeah, and now one of our big sponsors for the FNR games this season is the Carolina Classic Fair. A little bit about a month away from now when that'll take place over in Winston-Salem. So I got to ask you, Coach, what is your favorite thing about the fair?
Oh, I grew up going to the fair. There are so many things. Probably the food, the scrambler, you know, a lot of different things, but grew up going to the fair as a kid, and it's a great time. You know, going to Wake games right next door to the fair while it's in town, so it's a pretty cool event, and I'm just you know, happy to be able to showcase a little bit of that too.
Now the fair has its own unique atmosphere. I'd say that Friday nights have their own unique atmosphere as well. How do you describe that whole feeling, you know, under the lights at the football stadium on Friday nights?
Well, I tell our kids all the time, there's nothing like it. You can't beat a Friday night in whatever sport. I've played baseball, been cut from basketball many times, played a lot of football games, coached a lot of football games, but there's just something special about Friday nights and the local community coming to the games and supporting it, having the cheerleaders, the band, having all the students here. It's just a pretty neat environment, I think, and it's something that everybody should enjoy.
And what's your final message to all the Villains fans out there watching this before kickoff?
Well, come watch us, come support us, and hope we can make you happy.
Awesome. All right. Well, thanks so much for your time, Coach Holcomb. I appreciate it. Good luck tonight and the rest of the way of the season.
I appreciate it. Appreciate the coverage you guys give us.
Awesome. Let's go ahead and check in with what's going on over at Providence Grove. All right. Well, we are down here now at Providence Grove, and we're joined now by Patriots head coach, Coach Heilig. And Coach, just kind of tell me about your thoughts about your team so far up to this point this season.
We've come a long way from where we started. You know, we kind of got thrown behind the 8 ball. Our head coach, Coach Hayes, had some personal issues and had to leave 3 days into the season. So I was drafted in to be the head coach fairly quickly. And so we've had to make some adjustments, and we've come a long ways. We've got to get better. We've got a lot of work to do. We've got to do a better job of taking care of the football, and that really hurt us last game. But I'm proud of my team, proud of my guys. I love my kids, love this team, and they're working really hard. So I'm excited where we're at.
For those watching at home who may not be familiar with your program, what's maybe 3 words that best describe your team this year?
Oh, me. I think we're going to compete. We're going to play hard, and we're going to take care of each other. We're going to have faith in each other, and and take care of our teammates, and our coaching staff's going to take care of our team. And so I'd say compete, faith, and hard work.
You guys are 1-1 to start the season so far. Just kind of talk to me a little bit about why it's important to start off the season on the right foot.
Well, we need to start off the season on a good foot to get us going for conference play. So if we can have a good record going into conference, that helps in the long run for playoff seeding and that kind of thing. But we just need a good foot getting everything in and getting ready for conference play. We're playing a pretty tough conference with Randleman and Eastern Randolph too, so we got a lot of work to do.
Who would you say are some of the playmakers for your team this year?
I think our team revolves around our defense, and our defense is led by number 12, Brady Collins. He's an all-conference player. He's a heck of a middle linebacker. Offensively, we have 3 or 4 guys that can hurt you. We're not going to break any long runs, but we have a couple of receivers in Andrew Thomas, and then we have a running back combo of Jackson Ryan and Jacob Flincham, and then Brady plays fullback for us. And so our offensive line is coming together to help those guys. So our running attack's pretty good, and we're relying on our defense to win games for us and our offense to keep us in games.
Now this Friday, you guys have a big-time matchup against Bishop McGuinness. Tell me a little bit about the Villains.
Bishop McGuinness is going to be very well coached. Coach Holcomb up there does a great job with them. They're a second-round playoff team from last year. I think there are some early predictions, or they may go third round this year. They have a quarterback who's really good and a middle linebacker who's another playmaker for them, and so they're going to be physical and fast, and we got to play our best game of the year and our best football.
Now, one of our primary sponsors for the F&R games this season is the Carolina Classic Fair. So I got to ask you, Coach, what is your favorite fair memory, and what's your favorite thing to do there? Oh,
my favorite memory would be the food. I don't ride rides, and I'd say the food and the fried Oreos and those kinds of things. I just love food. You can tell.
Well, and you think about the fair, it's got a good atmosphere to it. High school football also has a good atmosphere as well. What would you say makes Friday Night Lights so special?
Oh my, there's nothing like Friday night. There's nothing like being on the sideline, the community's coming together, 2 small towns. For us, being such a small town, coming together, and there's nothing else going on. Just the atmosphere and the community, and everybody working together toward one common goal. There's just nothing like it.
When you think about the game on Friday, this is going to be broadcast all over the Piedmont-Triad. Big opportunity for both schools. How big of a moment is this for your program?
Oh, it's a huge moment for us. Being on TV for the first time in a game like this is just a huge accomplishment. It's going to be a huge moment for us. It's a chance to get Providence Grove's name out there, not just for football, but for our community and our athletes. We have an athlete that we're nominating for Scholar Athlete that the TV is sponsoring, and it's just going to be huge for us and the Patriot name and the Patriot logo.
Yeah, and what would you say is your final message to all the Patriots fans out there before kickoff?
Don't watch it on TV. Come support us. We need all the support we can get. And if you can't get there, watch it on TV.
Awesome. All right, well, thanks so much for your time, Coach Heilig.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.
Yeah,
good luck tonight and the rest of the way this season. And for more Inside the Headset content, subscribe to the ABC 45 YouTube channel.